All right, I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekakwadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, great millstones. Salutations to the elect out there. I want to do a quick lesson. I'm going to start in Romans 1. I'm going to start at verse, let's see, Romans 1. Let's start at verse 20. Let's see. 25. It says, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator who is blessed forever. You see, and these heathens, they've always served the creature. But a lot of Israelites, a lot of our people, they chose to follow after the heathen. You see. 26. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which was against nature. You see? And likewise, the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lusts one towards another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of error, which was meet, or which was right for them, because they're wicked. You see, the word meet means right. Because if you do wicked, you're going to get wicked. You're going to get wicked things to happen to you. All right, 28, it says, and even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which were not convenient, being filled with unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, spiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, and not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. And you see, that's what's going on in today's society. You have a lot of wickedness going on, and a lot of these men out here, they're starting to sleep with more men. You see, like it says in this video I'm about to play, it says man disguises murder as trans girlfriend as a car accident. You see, like it says, men with men. You're going to have a lot of that in the last days, a lot of wickedness. All right, let's play the video.
It's a car across the street. It looked like it was up by a telephone post.
Officers respond, body cams rolling.
Are you okay? You can't hear me?
But if this was just a fender bender, why all the bullets? Why all the blood? Was this a freak accident?
It's not a car wreck like they initially thought.
Or was this woman silent?
I was executed.
Ty Underwood, beautiful, vivacious, unique. Ask anyone who knew her.
Ty was amazing. She was just an outstanding person.
And Ty is was born a man, so Ty is an actual man. You see.
She was loved by family and friends. Didn't let nothing get in her way. She said if there was a will, there was a way, and we lived by that.
And the way she lived was different too. Ty was born a man.
Ty Underwood was a transgender woman. She was born as Tyrone Lee Underwood, but she was going by Ty.
She would introduce herself as Ty. That's how her friends knew her.
At the age of 24, Ty abandons her tiny hometown of Lufkin for the big city of Tyler, Texas. Baby steps, but for Ty, it's a life changer.
Lufkin is just kind of a podunk little town out in the country. Coming to Tyler, you're thinking that you're in the Big Apple, basically.
But Tyler, Texas wasn't exactly transgender friendly.
You've got a very, very heavy religious base around here. We're considered the buckle of the Bible Belt, if you will. LGBT people in general, they kind of keep quiet. There's a decent...
Why? Because it's wrong. It's wrong. You're not supposed to. A man is not supposed to sleep with a man. A woman is not supposed to sleep with a woman. That's an abomination. You trans people out here, you're an abomination to the Lord. And you Israelites that are living that type of lifestyle, you better repent before the Lord destroy you. And you heathens that are living that lifestyle, hey, enjoy it, because you're going into captivity anyway, and you're gonna have to follow after our laws, statutes, and commandments, after the ways of righteousness, because righteousness is going to be restored back into the earth. You see? All right, let's continue the video.
Decent sized population, but they don't feel safe here.
That didn't hold back the vivacious 24-year-old.
Ty was a person who wasn't scared of anything. Ty wasn't fearful. So when it came down to the world accepting who she was, it was living to the fullest every day. Because you just never know.
What Ty never knew, what she never would imagine, is her life would end in bloodshed. At 2:36 a.m. on a quiet street in Tyler.
Tyler 911, is your emergency police sign or ambulance? There's a car across the street. It looked like it's up out of telephone poles, and the headlights are on. And I don't see anybody out of the car. And my grandbaby said they thought they heard some shooting.
One of the neighbors heard a crash outside. When she looked out the window, she could see a car. It looked like it had crashed. It was off the road. Headlights were still on. The car was still running.
Within minutes, officers are on the scene. Their body cams capture a grisly first-person account of the horror.
No, ma'am. Can't hear me. Are you okay?
The victim was sitting in the driver's seat, head slumped over, upright in the driver's seat.
Doesn't respond to the police officers, doesn't respond to the paramedics.
But it doesn't take long for cops to realize this is more than a simple accident.
Quite a bit of blood, unusual for this kind of wreck, so.
That's when they see that there's blood, gunshot wounds, which obviously wouldn't be explained by the car wreck.
There was blood on the steering wheel, the dashboard, the front windshield, inside the doors.
The blood is Ty Underwood's. She's bled out, dead on the driver's seat.
It's not a car wreck like they initially thought. This is a homicide. These are gunshot wounds.
Police count the bullet holes, from the back of the vehicle to the ones that ended Ty Underwood's life.
One of the first things that stands out is not just that Ty was shot, but how many times Ty was shot.
5 gunshots were fired. 4 of the rounds struck the victim.
Illuminated only by headlights and flashlights, officers go over every inch of the street.
And you see a lot of you sick trans people out here. That's judgment, because you're an abomination to the Lord. So I'm not surprised that the Lord judged this person. Let's skip up some.
Replay poker is a free.
Let me let this ad pass by. All right.
Roommate Kenya hears the devastating news.
They said, well, we found your best friend in her car dead this morning. And
let's fast forward.
A star football player. Ty Underwood found dead in her car, riddled with bullets. Suspicion points to Ty's new boyfriend, Carlton Champion. But when cops dig deep into Ty's cell phone, the case takes a shocking left turn.
While we were looking at the phone, we saw that the victim had been communicating with 2 different people.
One of them is Carlton, the other a mystery man known only as George.
Turns out George did live near the area where Ty was killed, so George became one of the prime suspects at that point.
Investigators grilled the man for nearly 2 hours.
During the interview, they had talked about communicating, but George said that they never met up with each other.
When I realized that we, just wasn't going where I wanted to go, I just deleted the whole thing. I left it alone right after that.
I don't really think you did, man. I think you came to it.
Officers lean on George to get to the truth. The suspect tells them he can end their suspicion once and for all.
Well, I know you got a lie detector in here. Why don't you just give me a lie detector and ask me did I see him that night?
Would you do that for us?
Yeah, let's go.
Really?
I'm trying to get the hell out of here, man.
He took a polygraph exam, and it was later determined that he was not involved.
With George cleared, investigators are back to square one. And square one is Ty's new boyfriend, Carlton Champion. The freshman football player insists he never left his dorm room the night of the murder. But cops the overwhelming evidence and sitting in handcuffs. But the young football star shamelessly jukes through question after question without showing a single sign of remorse.
So let's go down here. Hungry. We should have at school.
Yes, you heard him right. When asked about the murder, Champion smiles and says he wants a hamburger.
It was real apparent that Carlton Champion wasn't taking this serious, and I really believe that he thought that he was going to beat this charge.
I'm not hungry. I'm hungry as hell. Yeah, I feel like eating Whataburger.
Sit there.
You got a taste for the Whataburger now? Burger King, McDonald's.
So are you gay?
I mean, I'm hungry.
Are you gay?
Nah, I'm not gay.
So why are you having sex with a man?
I'm having sex with a man.
He responded the same way to every tactic, which was with arrogance and refusal to even discuss the topic. His really indifference to the gravity of the situation was sociopathic.
Even seasoned detectives have had their fill and turn up the champion in front of a jury, where Carlton continues to act the fool.
He kind of laughed and chuckled the whole time. He's seeing his lawyer.
And see what the world got to offer me. But there's no escaping the pain for Ty's friends and family. They're left.
He was afraid the secret was going to come out, that if this relationship went south, everyone was going to find out.
Yep, and that's what you have in society. I'm going to stop the video there. It's a lot of abominable acts are going on. That's why, to you that seek the Lord, continue to seek the Lord, that he may cover you. Because a lot of wickedness is out here. Because what wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. All right, I'll end the lesson here. All right, shalom.